All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to a daily update of my 1000 days challenge. This is day 154, so let's get things started. All right, so first and foremost, very good new year to everyone. Today is, as you know, 1st of January 2021. So yeah, things are looking great in terms of the yearly or so-called monthly closing. So things are looking good across the board mainly. So you can see S&P 500 making all-time high. And even though previously last year we were at a high of 3002, now we're at a high of 3007, close to 3008-ish. So yeah, even though we had a very decent drop, but yeah, a very steep drop, but yeah, we still managed to climb back all the way from April to date. And yeah, so let's see how things goes for this year, but so far things are looking good. If potentially if it does have a huge drop, there will be a great opportunity for buying in as well. Okay, so that is for S&P 500. Similarly for Nasdaq, Nasdaq has been doing really well. You can see even though there was a drop in the January, February, in the February and March, the drop was in a sense less steep, and there was a very nice bullish engulfing candlestick as well. So yep. Okay, and then for ASHR, similarly same thing. We are looking really bullish right now. However, similarly, even for KWEB, we are looking really bullish, even though I would say it's tentatively less bullish in that sense. But actually, if you compare in 1st of December last year, as in December closing, then yeah, we really did have a decent drop, and then we have a very huge climb right now. So potentially you can see that price is facing a little bit more resistance right now. So potentially if there is some sort of a pullback to this area, there is where I'll be looking to add more position wise. But yeah, that's more or less the interesting setup. And for Bitcoin's wise, we have actually closed a really all-time high right now. We actually closed right near the top. The high was actually 29,300, and we closed at 28,992, very close to 29,000 mark. So things are looking really good, and tentatively right now things is okay. Things are like 29,200-ish. So yep, things are looking really strong. So similarly on the weekly wise, things are looking good. If you compare to the market structure from the previous week to this week, the only major change was ASHR from neutral to bullish market structure. You'll notice over here, and the reason why is very simple. It breaks all-time high, so you get a high, a higher high, a low, and a lower low. So yep. And then finally, if we move it down to a shorter time frame on the daily chart, things are also looking really good. And comparing from yesterday to the day before to yesterday, what you do see is that the only thing that has changed is Nasdaq from neutral to again bullish market structure. So yep, so instead of somewhat like a neutral over here, a high, a higher high. So now you got a low and a higher low as well. So yeah, overall things are looking really good in terms of short-term wise, but mid-terms I do see potentially we could have some sort of retracement and pullback. But when would that happen? Nobody knows. So let's just wait in terms of long-term investment. In terms of trading wise, I don't really trade in terms of these 4 key markets that I do invest consistently. And finally, for Bitcoin, things still looks really bullish. And like what I mentioned, I think 3 days ago on the 30th December, I entered a long based on the break above 27.6K, and things are still looking decently well as well. Things are now at 29.26K region, and yeah, basically you can see over here. So yeah, do bear in mind that there is now a very decent gap in terms of the 20 exponential moving average on the daily chart with the actual price itself. So this does mean that if there is a potential pullback, a healthy pullback still, the drop could be much more drastic in that sense. And yeah, so right now price is very much supported at the 20 exponential moving average on the 4-hourly chart, which means that it's actually extremely bullish in that sense. So yeah, entering this trade, waiting to see if there's any further upside. Potentially we could really break the 30,000, and depending on how strong the selling pressure is, then we will see whether is it more likely that I will be adding more in terms of investment position wise. Because if this is the case, then this year wise I'm looking towards near the 90,000, which means to say that we still have room for approximately 2 to 3x gain potential. And yeah, so definitely gains are looking to be strong. And even if you're looking at a 50% gain at 45,000, things are still looking to be good. So yeah, that's basically about it. If you have entered this trade, the 2 key stop loss that I'll be looking at is this 26,650 region. There's my first stop loss over, my hard stop loss over here. And there's some sort of like a trailing stop loss, which I'm using the 20 exponential moving average on the 4-hourly chart, and also the 50 simple moving average, which is this straight line on the 4-hourly chart as well. So yeah, otherwise that's more or less about it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.